So I'm gonna try this different style where I just pick up my camera all week and I vlog little clips and put them together. We're on our way to do what we do like pretty much every week, which is we're gonna go and make dinner at our friend's house, and we bring a little bit, they have a little bit, and then we just like have a big family dinner, 2 families together. Right, Osh? Are you ready to go? In the last 4 years, I feel like I've changed every aspect of my life. The country that I'm in, the job that I have, the friends that I have, like, it's all shifted. And there was like a big period in my life that I was around like this group of very toxic spiritual people that are like hippies, and I really don't want to like identify as a hippie at all anymore. I was like really proud of that for a while, and I don't know why I feel like I have to like say that, but I'm someone who has like compassion for the world. I care about...
You can't own property, man.
I can, but that's because I'm not a penniless hippie.
Our consciousness is like my main priority. Like as a whole, I feel like that's what I'm here to assist in bridging new ways of living and living in bliss. And the thing that I've been working through lately is I'm not in a state of struggle, of pain, of conflict. So how can I not create that in my life? Because I think as humans, when we don't have drama, we don't have pain, like we create it in order to make things interesting or something. But yeah, just like waking up and just being like at peace with like my reality, because my reality is really beautiful. Like I literally designed it to be that way. So there it is. There it is. Just like a casual affirmation there. Hello, checking in from my beautiful front yard. It's such a sacred space for us. Like just having a garden is, it's so much deeper than you realize. And as you see like the growth over the years, and you see like where your garden started, like it's just so cool to see that. Life is super weird right now because we're going through like a major transition period. So for the last like 2 years, Sway's always worked from home, like jobs where he's like on the phone, working with people, troubleshooting. And it's like not his like dream to be working like that. He's just been doing it to like support our family, which is so valuable to us. Well, eventually like I'll put him into school, but I always felt like maybe like 3 or 4 would be like more realistic. It's funny because like the idea of like having more babies is like, yeah, I'm definitely going to do that, because for starters, I don't want Ocean to be an only child. I just think like a sibling is the greatest gift your parents can give you. There's probably other gifts that are really great also, but yeah. Speaking of Moo, hey, he's still kind of a mess, you know, but he's a hot mess, right? So yeah, anyways, so he's been working from home. I've been being a full-time mom, and that's gonna continue. However, Sway's whole working dynamic just shifted. He is now doing like construction, so he just works for himself. He just does like jobs here and there. Like there's a lot of people here that have villas that are on Airbnb, and like little houses that are on Airbnb. And so yeah, he's been doing everything like that, like a handyman. And he did construction like when I first met him in LA. He was doing it, and that was kind of where he learned everything. And then like he's learned like a lot more about like electricity and like other things like that from his dad, because his dad was like not only an electrician, but he was like a teacher that like taught people how to be electricians. Anyways,
child. Anyway, so
yeah, when you're on like a normal matrix job, you have like these like set times that things happen, and now like that's all just like gone out the window. And so it's shifted like with babies and like children. You keep these like sort of like routines because it helps them kind of like know what's happening, and like this is the time we nap, and this is the time we eat, and this is the time we go to sleep. And all of that has just been shifting because we have so much freedom. And it's just interesting you know, how you choose to like fill your days when you have freedom and you're not like tied into a job that you totally hate. So I just think if you're out there listening to this and you're like, I hate my job, I've been here forever, I really want to take a risk and go do the other thing, you should do it. Always making sure that you have multiple sources of income is just like, it's a life hack. It is a life hack. So even though I'm a stay-at-home mom that doesn't do, you know, work, I don't go to a job, I still do make a little bit of money when people purchase my course, Creating a Habit, which is, let's put an ad in here. It is a ebook. So there's 30 pages in the ebook. Each page is connected to a day, and they have videos in it that are 10 to 20 minutes long, and they're like little yoga sessions for you to practice. The whole idea behind it is obviously creating a habit of practicing yoga, but you can like tune into it every day. But the videos are there and yours forever. So that's like, it's $60 to purchase the course, but that's a residual income for me. I busted my ass to make that course. It was like one of the hardest things I've ever done because I filmed everything myself. I edited everything myself. I had to be mic'd up. I had to do little like audio tests and everything. And then I had to like convert it to be able to fit and like send out. Anyways, it was a whole process.
Last but not least, I want to thank me. I want to thank me for believing in me. I want to thank me for doing all this hard work. I want to thank me for having no days off. I want to thank me for never quitting. I want to thank me for always being a giver and trying to give more than I receive. I want to thank me for trying to do more right than wrong. I want to thank me for just being me at all times. Snoop Dogg, you a bad...
Almost lost my mind making it, but now, you know, even 5 years later, or 4 years, I don't even know how long I've had it, it still makes money. Obviously not enough to like sustain my life, but it's always great when I see that and I see those little notifications pop up. It's so great. Like when you buy things from people that create this stuff, like they pop up on their screen and like the person gets excited about it. Like that's so cool. So if your friends are selling things, just purchase it. Like it's so nice when someone does that. Like that's like the nicest thing you could do to support a friend, is like support their business. But yeah, so anyways, my life is so crazy and I'm trying to vlog more to show you like little clips. But basically, like, Sway will go to work super early in the morning. He's such a morning person. He'll get up at like 4 in the morning and like be at work, you know, by like 5 or something like that, or 6. And he'll just work, and then he'll come home. We'll have breakfast together, or we'll go to breakfast together, and then he'll go back to work. But he works mostly at like my friend's villa. So a lot of the time while he's working there, I'll just take Ocean for like an hour and we'll go swim in the pool. And then I'll take Ocean home and we'll eat lunch, and then he'll go down for a nap. And then during that period is kind of like my me time to just relax and unwind and like get ready for the second half of my shift. Yeah, motherhood is so crazy because it's like you work this like full-time job plus overtime, but you don't get paid for it. And then like people also tell you to get a job. But if you need someone else to do your job for you, like a babysitter, you pay them to do your job. That's not a job. I also recognize that I'm extremely privileged and lucky to be in the situation that I'm in. We don't always have like thousands of dollars in our bank account. Sometimes we don't have practically any. But yeah, we live such a good life, and like we're really like enjoying our life and like taking time daily to like enjoy the place that we're at. And like, yeah, it's just such a testament to like taking the risk, because I didn't know if I was gonna like Costa Rica forever. Like I had originally only planned on coming here for like 4 months, and then obviously you have a baby and you buy a house and things just happen, and then here we are like almost 3 years later. So crazy. So best thing I could have done. Was it the scariest thing? Yes. Was packing up my entire apartment in California that I got for a very cheap price because family owned the property and I'd lived there for like 5 years. Was that terrifying? Yes. But I don't regret it. Like, it's literally the best thing I've ever done. And if there's a risk that you're thinking about taking, like, you should take it because you have no idea, like, what path it'll take you down. Because the people that I've met here, the experiences that, like, I've had, the fact that I just, like, walk outside every day and I'm surrounded by, like, beautiful nature, that's everything. I mean, there's also, like, a lot of parts of it that are, like, really challenging, like coming home at 9 o'clock at night with a toddler who needs to go to bed and there's no electricity. That part, I feel like those are the parts that, like, we don't talk about, like, the not so pleasing things. Because I don't want to, like, sit on here and complain. That's what my friends and family are for. I don't know, just take the risk, do the thing. Speaking of taking risks, like, I'm even gonna, like, get my feet, like, in the grass to say this to you because honestly it's very hard for me to talk about, but I feel like grounding a little bit is gonna help me say what I want to say. But I don't know why exactly. I know a few reasons why maybe, but I felt like since becoming a mom, since having Ocean, I am so less likely to share. Like, I've become so private, and I don't know if that's for me and, like, my own reasons, or if that's, like, for his sake and wanting to, like, protect him. So I'm just trying to, like, re-navigate this and find a way that I can still share and be myself, without having to, like, really involve him as much. And even though he's, like, literally my entire life and, like, my whole world is, like, a revolving cycle of his eating, sleeping, yada yada, all the things that have to happen, which sometimes in motherhood can feel so, like, exhausting. Like, you're just like this hamster running on a wheel trying to catch up. I don't know if you've ever seen that meme of the guy, like, you know what I mean? Like, this is life with a toddler. This is trying to clean when the toddler's home. This is trying to, like, eat healthy when the toddler's with you, or, like, only wants to eat very specific things. It's a lot. But yeah, I'm just, like, here for this evolution that I've been going through, and I just really want to start sharing again and sharing parts of myself that have shifted and changed. And I felt I had to stay in this, like, very specific and limiting reality for a long time, and now I'm, like, really breaking free of it, and it's so rewarding. Like, the rewards of being who you want to be and just, like, not people pleasing and, you know, actually being happy and doing the things that bring you joy. Life-changing acts. That's what it is. Anytime you hear something here in Costa Rica, you really gotta look, because it could literally be a fucking snake, an iguana, a hawk. Like, it could be a very dangerous thing. So if you hear something, you're like, but it's also, like, literally, like, slow living is such a concept that many people that live in the city, like, never feel. Even I, like, live in California, which is, like, a pretty chill state. Like, it's not like New York or something, but to just, like, slow down and not be in a rush. Like, everybody here is, like, very pura vida, and it's just, like, even if you think you have, like, a timeline of, like, when things are gonna happen, they're just gonna happen when life wants them to happen, including, like, your car. Like, if you have something wrong with your car here, you can basically guarantee your car's gonna be in the shop for 2 months. Yeah, that's on Tico time, but it's okay because it teaches you to just, like, go with the flow, and you have no choice. And sometimes, you know, you wake up and your whole road is flooded and you literally can't even drive to go to the grocery store, and you have to figure out how to make do. And that's a beautiful, challenging situation to be in.
Daddy, come in. Go. Go. Good girl. Come on. Go. Yeah.
Well, after a long day, I'm just here with my hairstylist. He has a different method of doing things, but I mostly just trust his vision. Huh.